Bullshit, I can't hear you. Sound off like you got a pair.
Okay. I'm actually here now. I started the stream. I know we're getting started late, everyone. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Oh, by the way, Gumby, yeah, I saw the new rules thing you had put in. All right. Catching up on the chat real quick. It's going down. I'm yelling timber. That's how the song goes, right? Timber. Hey, Mac Attack. What's up, dude? All right. Apologies for the late start, guys. The kids, as adorable as they are, were being little buttheads. Timmy! Drop two balls. Timmy? Timmy. Oh, the timer's up. My bad. Hang on. I'm checking everything. I think we're good. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's do it. We're gonna full send it. Hey, it's working. Guys, by the way, check it out. So, I was able to get this from a guy on, what was it? Facebook. He's selling it. So, so now, whenever I do the YouTube videos, I don't know, you'll kind of see it. Actually, no, you really won't. Anyway, I'll be able to do a little bit more fun stuff on the YouTube videos. It'll be a little less janky. Let's see. Dougherty 71. How old is this account? So, you're a fellow streamer, but you have nothing ever about your account on Twitch. Oh, I know. But I always like to go see, like, what's up with them. Like, did they just spawn a new account, specifically for this? What's going on? I always like to go check on them. You're my victim, not his. I only let myself be victimized by you, Potion. That's the truth. TCU actually has a pretty good football team. I wouldn't personally know, Chris, because when I was attending TCU, I was working full time. So even though, like, I think every student at TCU is given tickets to go to, like, a football game with your student ID, I never got to go to a single one. In 2.5 years that I was there, never got to. So, yeah. But I understand it. It's good. I understand it's really good. It's not like UTA, they don't even have a football team. The sick beard. I had to I conditioned it. I made it look extra nice and, smexy today. So, anyway, happy Saturday, guys. Sorry I'm running late. Everything that could have gone wrong did, and I'm here now. Better late than never. Actually, had a pretty good morning this morning. So we did I thought we'd do a little bit of SOC Simulator tonight. See how they live on the blue side of the house. Oh, no wonder why it's so hot in here. Hang on. My fan is pointed in the wrong direction. There we go. Oh, blessed air movement. So, Anyway, yeah, I had a pretty rocking morning this morning. Got up, went over to work with my father-in-law. We got Agent Zero's race bike fixed. We got his practice bike fixed. We got my nephew's bike fixed. And then we also received a package today of 2 electric dirt bikes for Agent Zero and his cousin, my nephew. So we got one of those put together today, but then I had to bail. But we were working outside, doing shade tree mechanic for like 5 hours. We were going after it. We had a good time. I haven't got to go, and I feel really bad. So since I started doing the YouTube videos, I don't have a lot of free time now. So it was nice to get that time to go over there and work with my father-in-law again. Hang on one second. Let me go look at something real quick. Stand by. Hang on. Oh, I don't think I've got it up here. Hang on. I gotta take care of something real quick. There we go. Where's the little button here? Let's see. Details. Oh, dude. Okay, here. Yeah, I can see the account details. It's in a different view than the one I was looking at. So, yeah, that account was created at 8:24 p.m. and then posted that message here at 8:27 p.m. So, where's ban? There we go. There we go. Got it. There we go. All right, all caught up there. But hey, Drew, what's up, dude? Dude, I don't think I've seen you in a minute, man. Hope everything's been going really good. You said to ban him. I thought you were talking to me. I got oh, Potion. I just saw your message about the database. I'm not gonna read that on stream, but that's funny. Oh, Gumby, I misread your message. I thought I read it real fast. I thought, could you do the honors? Oh, my bad. Dude, yeah, if it's an obvious scammer like that, Gumby, just drop the hammer on him. Anyway, let's see. That's funny. Okay, where was I today? Yeah, so I was thinking, actually. Oh, Drew's popping shells and crashing buffers. Thank you so much, Drew. Appreciate it, man. I wish I could go back and historically find like how often people have done the subscription stuff so that the little buffer overflow message would be actually correct. Let's see. Yeah, because I know, like, in fact, there's some tweaks I need to go make to that. I've got it on here real quick. By the way, everybody over on Kick, I forgot why. Oh, no, I did go look up, like, what was going on with it. And it looks like it's just a matter of, like, what's available in the transcoders over on Kick. That's the reason why it's broadcasting at 720p instead of 1080. So, unfortunately, it's nothing I can do about it. I am too tiny. I just a small pro streamer. I cannot go change it and then tell them, you know, hey, you hook me up. You give me things. So, oh, actually, hang on. Let me do something real quick. Let me see what Dixie's doing. Okay. I've got Dixie working on another system in the background right now. But I thought, you know what? Let's go play a little SOC Simulator. Because we hadn't done that in a while. I thought it'd be kind of fun. This one looks good. Windows OLE zero-click RCE. Ooh, okay. Take ownership. Yes, I'm sure. Let's go look at this one. Let's look at the event details. So what did we see here? Have a little fun. Okay. Which one was this? Hang on. Take a look at that real quick. You know what I need to do? Let's get some notes going here. Notes for our things here. Okay, so let's go grab this real quick. Wait, when did they add the show hint button on here? There we go. All right. So first thing, let's go do some checking right quick. Let's call this Mad Notes right here. Okay, let's go see what this CVE is first. Let's go take a look at it. Gummy. Hold on, what was this exploit here? I don't remember what the OLE exploit was. Shut up, baby, I know it. What's up, Agent 57? That's 10 better than Agent 47. What was this one? Oh no! I think I accidentally closed. Stop changing my desktop. I think what happened to? Oh, here it is. I thought I closed it on accident. There we go. Which RCE was this? I want to go look at the suspected method first. Let's see. This was exploitation here, which was the Windows object linking embedding. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yes. Let's go dig into this. All right. So we had an SMTP address. Destination was Austin. Source was pm.me. And then there was an attachment. Oh, it was an RTF file. Okay. Okay. I see what we got here. Let's see. So one thing I forget always to do is, okay, we did get the event time in here because it's obviously not working in real time. So when we're doing this, we got to go actually check the timestamp so we can correlate against this timestamp here. So if it's registering here, we got to look at events kind of before that and kind of after it right there. Let's see. Let's see. Malicious RTF attachment with identified known exploit pattern. All right, create a case. Here we go. Start the playbook. Oh God, why is this off? Hang on. Start playbook. Oh no, it's just Terabad all on its own. What happened to the colors here? Ugh. Let's see. Threat indicator. Any virus. Let's see. Unknown or unexpected service and application. Do I need to go look at it first? I tell you what, let's go look at the logs first on it real quick. Search for, let's filter by, what can we check in here? Let me see. Let me blow this up a little bit. Make this a little bit bigger for you. That's what she said. Let's see. What can we search for in here? Let's see. What types do we have? We have source, destination, we have raw log. We can raw dog it. Okay. Hold on, let's raw dog it. Let's see if we can find the attachment. Mail.rtf. Nothing. Nothing. That's all right. We do have an SMTP address, though, so we can go look at that. Let's take care of that one. And then let's do... let's see. If that was the source, that would be the source address. No, I want to take that out. Take that part out. Search. No, why you do this? I want to take that out. Take that out. Clear. Hold on. What if I refresh? Will that clear? There we go. All right. Source address is here. Okay, nothing there, but that's fine. So whose PC did we hit this out? Actually, hold on. We saw the source address here, and then it was so this was an email. So hold on. There's a thing for checking emails in here. Email security. Here we go. let's go search for anything that came from this guy right here. So let's copy that. Boop. Here we go. Awesome. I think this one, for the log management, it's only network logs. But we do have an endpoint security. We have email security. So let's see what we can find in the email here. So there's our attachment. It's actually going to let me download that? Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't have a VM or anything set up for that. Ooh. I don't know if I want to go test that. I should have done that. Let's see. So we got this one. Hold on. Let's go check the endpoint security here. So, hold on. This should have gone to Austin's PC, right? So they all have like usernames in them. So, there you go. There's Austin's PC right there. And then let's see. There's his IP address. So we do want this. We want Austin's host information here. Copy. I wonder if we should go contain him in here. Let's see. Running Windows 10. Damn. Running that old school. There we go. So there's Austin's host information right here. But, yeah, let's see. What else do we have in here? I gotta zoom out a little bit. Oh wait, I can squinch that down. There we go. All right. So what we want to do is, oh, there's a terminal history. Oh no, look at that. There's our SMTP server right there. So we got a command line in here. Let's make another note here. Let's do this. We'll do this as sudo markdown. I know some people don't like that. I like it. Let's see. Host detection details. Okay, so we got that, and then we had a command line that was run. So it ran a regserve 32 and pulled down shell script scrubju.dll. Okay, so this is the same address as the SMTP server. See that? Okay, so pulled down a DLL. Let's see. Let's put a note here. Pulled down DLL from mail source. Let's put that in here. Yo, hey Noel, what's up, dude? Like Theo said earlier, the one calling the stalker might actually be the stalker. So, oh, there's a I guess a person. I'm guessing it's a lady, but I think she works for Theo, and she is one of the best like shit posters. What's her name? Hang on, it's like Mariah or something. Yeah, here we go. And so she's got some really good ones on here. Like, for example, just if I can find it. There was one in here about like this. She puts this stuff up all the time. It's like literally unusable because of this. I also started formatting all my random notes in Markdown for work, and people are like, what the heck? I'm like, what's the problem? I was like, I think it's great. But, damn, there was a really fun one she had in here, basically saying Theo went back in time and fired her because she ratioed him so hard. Let's see. Dang, 57? You've been following for 2.5 years. Because you started March of 24. And we are now in August of 26. No, I have to go look it up manually. I don't have a thing for it. Gumby, you started following February this year. Wait, what? Really?
Welcome, agent.
That seems weird. Dang, that was Monkey's 7th buffer crash. Dang, bro. 7 buffers, 7 shells. Wait, hold on. Why didn't we see anything from the network about this? So we did see this. We see this in his terminal history. What's in his browser history? Why are you going to Netflix on your work computer? Why are you going to Reddit on your work computer? Yeah, he's contained. Yeah, he's contained. There we go. Let's see. Oh, hold on. To terminal history? Okay, I need this too. I need to know what time this happens so we can put together a timeline. We're going to need a timeline. Timeline. So here's the initial set of events, right? So February 4th is when the event triggered. We need to go get the email details again. I forgot to note those. But later that day, about 4 hours later, is when that fired. Yeah, no, so Hack the Box came out with their own little SOC simulator called Let's Defend, and I haven't messed with it in a while. I'm letting Dixie do some boxes in the background, but I thought why not? I didn't have anything else planned for tonight. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta look at something. So this happened at 8:06. And so network actions around that time. Let's see. We see some stuff happening here. All right, so 8:06 was over meow. So we should see a network connection going out right there. Yep, so we see the confirmed network connection. Now there was one more immediately after that. So we need to figure out what this IP address is. Let's see, because I don't see that IP address anywhere else. Actually, hold on, here we go. 13.107.42.12. Nope, that one's different. So let's go grab this real quick. Let's put a note in here. Let's do this. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. And then let's put another little note in here. This was network connection after execution. So we've got to go see what this system is so we can see if we can identify the C2 server in here. And then what processes are running on here. Let's see. So what spawned around 8:06? So this happened at 8:06:08. And that means at 8:06:08, here we go. So there's Outlook right there. Everything before that was Chrome. Yeah, Gumby, that's what I don't get it. Unless maybe it's counting like maybe you accidentally unfollowed and refollowed. Yeah, I don't get why the follow age was showing that you followed this year. I was like, dude, you've been I was like, I know it's been damn near 2 years, if not 2 years. Month 21. Yahtzee. All right, so this was just some Chrome. Now, what was this one right here? Here we go. So there's our reg serve right here. There's our command line. Parent process was Outlook. So, yeah, I think I do remember this exploit. How long have I been streaming? Dude, I think... When did I spin up this account? It was, I'm pretty sure, February of 25. No, not 25. 24. Let me see. You know what? I'm curious now. Let me see. Lives. Let's see here. Oh, I remember the old queues up here. Let's see. This one, I don't know, it just says 2 years ago. This was before I started putting in the little placeholder. That's when we were still doing stuff with Salty. Oh, I miss Salty. He's busy, I get it. Let's see, when was it? Because I had been streaming for a couple months, so it was around, 23. Oh, wow. Bro, I've been streaming for 3 years? Damn. I didn't realize it had been that long. Whoa, I did not realize it had been that long. That's crazy. Yeah, Agent Zero, you're pretty much at the dang near the start, man. Time flies when you're programming. I know, right? So no, I mean, Twitch is just like any other platform, right? There's totally gems in the turd pile, right? There's a lot of cool folks in that. Let's see. All right, we already contained his computer here. Let's see. So we saw, what time was this at? Can I highlight it? Ah, it won't let me. Let's see. Let's go down here. Let's see. We'll call this child process execution. And this one was Feb 4, 2025. Man, their incident queue must be really long if we're working in 2025. This was at 8:05:18. Let's see. What is the other timestamp? 08:05:18 p.m. post meridian. Oh, it's because I made a joke about his mom being green. That's why his name is Gumby. No, I'm joking. Let's see. So what spawned after this? Hang on. Let's go look real quick. So this spawned, and then we had a command. Let's see. Oh, wait. That was at 06:08. Hold on. I was looking at the wrong event. 06:08. Let's see. Outlook spawned regserve. So here's what happened, right? We see Outlook here running. Parent process is Outlook. The target command line here is regserve 32, right? So then we see regserve 32 here spawn up, and there's no reason that Outlook should be spinning this up, right? So that's the dead giveaway in there. But then what we want to do is we want to start walking forward to see if anything else happened after that. So Explorer was running, and then we had serve host here, just running a local service. And then what else do we have? We had Notepad spawn. Oh my. So with Notepad spawning in, this would be something to go and investigate in here, because a lot of times what any kind of malicious actor might do is they might spawn Notepad and then go inject their malicious code into it, do a process injection into it. So let's go make a note here. Let's see. Possible process injection. And when was this one? This was at 8:15:30. So yeah, that's possible in here. Guy dwells for a little bit. Let's see. Random Notepad process started. Okay. I wonder if we have enough for... Hold on. Actually, what is this one again? That's our case list. That's our computers. Oh, wait. Hold on. There was something I think we might be able to do in this. Hang on. Oh, maybe because I don't think I have the VIP Plus. I think you can actually like RDP into some of these machines and like do on-demand triage on them. I think that was it. Yeah, here we go. This was the email right here. What is this one? Use a Windows lab environment to analyze Windows-based malware. Or can I? No, I need the VIP Plus. Damn. That's what I thought. Okay, let's go. Let's come back here. I think... Wait, hold on. Where's our cases at? Is this cases? Here we go. We should already have a case for this. Let's go back into here. All right, start playbook. Let's see what we can find. Select threat indicator. Unknown or unexpected outgoing internet traffic. Antivirus program malfunctioning or becoming disabled for unknown reasons. Unknown or unexpected services and applications configured to launch automatically on system boot. Other. Let's see. Check if the malware is quarantined or clean. Log management, endpoint security. Not quarantined. There we go. Analyze the malware in third-party tools to find the C2 address. Well, I don't think we need to because we should have it in there. Let's see. Can we do this in any run? Submit a file. Ah, I need an account. Well, virus total. I don't know if virus total will actually give us that information, though. Well, we didn't actually need it because we saw the outbound network connection here. So this has to be the C2 address right here. Hold on. I do actually... Oh, man, you're going to make me go through this whole thing again? Okay, hang on. Any.run. Get started. Let me see. Oh, I got to make an account. Hang on. Boop. Your name. Nice business email. I need a password for this, man. Rude. All right, hang on. Let me get my password generator. Speak for any.run. Let's see, what's the site here? app.any.run. 1 second. Making sure I don't forget whatever the password is. Okay. Let's see. Password. Boop. What's your job role? Let's see. Fake Twitch streamer. It's not on here. Other. How'd you hear about us? AI tool. No, I'm not going to put that down. Let me see. Let's see. Other. There we go. Submit. Role cat herder. It feels like it sometimes. First week into Linux with CachyOS. Only thing I really have to say is, man, I don't know how Wayland breaks everything. Let's see. Hang on. And now it wants me to do an email verification. Stand by, guys. I couldn't tell what password you put in there, Monkey. All I saw was asterisks. All right. Stand by. I'm doing all the registration crap here. Okay. I already verified it. You can asterisk my asterisks? What? What? Okay. All right. I think I got it all good now. So let's go try this real quick. We got any run set up. So let's go do this. Let's go find that email again. So this was pm.me. .me. Here we go. So it was this one, rat meow, and then infected. You better give me a zip file for this. Okay, good. It did. Yeah, I know. I know. No, don't. It's fine. It's fine. Let me keep it. Let me keep it. I want it. Hang on. So, little trick in case you didn't know this. Whenever a Chrome browser is downloading this stuff, what you do is, and it blocks it, before you say remove it, you just copy and paste it right there. And now you got a full copy of it. And so this would be, I'm going to call this Austin email.zip. Boom, just like that. And boom goes the dynamite. Now, what I can do is come over here, submit a file, and let's go to downloads, and we'll just submit that right there. There we go. Sure, run a public analysis. Let's go. I agree. Let's see if it will actually be able to... Will it recognize... Hey, Potion already went to bed. Dang it. Oh, no, there we go. It's actually pulling it up in here. So, hopefully it'll know to extract it. Oh, hey, Blurry, what's up, dude? We're messing around with Hack the Box's Let's Defend system, which is like their SOC simulator. I was like, you know what? We hadn't done anything blue teamy in a while. Let's go blue team it a little bit. No, Freedom, I have not gotten to try Kimmy K3 yet. I need to do some updates to Hermes, and so I can let it run. I'm still working on that. Can I? Oh. No, it died. Come on, I'm still working. No, go back, restart. I've never actually used any run. I think I maybe used it once, like a couple years ago. And so what I want to do is maybe take that and drag it out here. Or maybe, can I just double click it? Infected. Windows has crashed. I think I actually need to open it in, like, Outlook as an email attachment. Close. Do we have Outlook on here? I do. What happens if I... Can I open that in here? Damn it! All right, I don't think it likes it. Oh, wait, hold on. It registered malicious activity? What was the maliciousness? Unexpected execution of Microsoft Office? What do you mean? Okay. That did not work for this. So, hold on. There's something else we can do. Let's cheese it. Yeah. Hold on. I need to zoom in. I thought Word would actually parse that OLE exploit, but I guess not. Hang on, let me do something real quick. Let's do a makedir for Let's Defend. And then we'll CD right now. And then what I can do is connect using options, connect with SFTP. And then what we'll do is we're going to take this right over right now. And we're just going to drop this over right now. Just like so. And then let's do this. Let's then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just run ourselves a Pi agent right here, just like this. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's go try something real quick. Models. What models do we have in here? Let's see. There's Minimax. Do I see Kimmy K3 in here? I see Kimmy K2. Now, for some reason, the models didn't update in here with the latest copy of the Pi Llama. Let's see, which one do we want to try? Which one should we use? I'm going to have it go through and try to find the C2 address in there. Actually, you know what we could do? I just realized something. I'm an idiot. No, you know what? Actually, I want to see what it can find out from it. Is Pi your go-to now, or do you prefer Hermes? Hang on. Stand by. I'm choking on my own spit. All right. So, I like Hermes for my everyday stuff. Yes, a little bit of Jocko will fix that. But I prefer Pi for like tactical stuff. I do like Pi. Pi. So I used to date this girl who was really big into karaoke, and I didn't like pick normal songs. I always picked like weird songs, and one of them is I Just Want to Fly. Oh God, who did that song? Who was that? By Sugar Ray. That's it. I did at karaoke in one of the most ghetto bars out there, but it was the only place with a decent karaoke setup, so I took her there. Yeah, Sugar Ray. And yeah, so I Just Want to Fly by Sugar Ray, but I did the whole song as Cartman from South Park. I just want some pie. Give me pie, give me pie, give me lots of pie. Give your pie to me, baby. Give your pie to me, baby. Thankfully, like I said, in that very, very ghetto bar, everyone lost their minds and thought it was hilarious. You know what? Let's try a different one here, because I've been using GLM a lot. Let's try DeepSeek V4 Pro. Okay. I want you to break open the Austin email zip. It has a malicious RTF doc. Analyze it and find the C2 server address. I just want to see what this will do. Oh yeah, there was a whole lot of hammered happening there, Bobby. It was not a ruckus crowd, but it was a lively crowd. Let's put it that way. I listened to that song in like the 4th grade. I also did I'm Sailing Away by whoever did that. And I did that one as Cartman one time too at karaoke. Have you ever seen Uninvited 1988? A horror film about a poisonous house cat on a cruise boat. No, Chris, or I have not. That sounds kind of hilarious, though. That's right, it sticks. Yes, thank you, Ken. Yeah, also, what's up, Ken? Yeah. Yeah, guys, every time I hear that song, Come Sail Away by Styx, I gotta sing the whole thing. And I loved how they trolled Cartman in that episode the whole time. Let me try stuff real quick. If I do Control-O. Oh, that expands all the tool calls out even more. Control-O. There. This is funny. It did a web search for this and found this, and it goes, this code was developed while listening to the Mary on its Lost. Well, there's the C2. Okay, so it's saying that's the C2 server address right there. See if you can pull down the file and analyze it. The server may not be online. Servers offline. It's going ham. Hold on. Belongs here. Servers fully down. Okay, no, we're gonna tell it to stop there. It's like really trying hard though. Okay, so anyway, according to it, we'll see what it says. I was thinking, because we went and looked at, let's go look at Austin's box again here. Austin, and then we looked at network activity. After that happened, right here, 1 minute later, we had a connection to this. Let's see. What's this IP address? Yes, I could go look this up myself. I could go look at threat intel sources. Now, stop. Damn it. That was me setting the title for the stream. Copy. You son of a biscuit. All right, fine. I'll type it in by hand. What is it? It is 13.225.78.26. All right. 13.225.78.36. I think I got that wrong. 26. I knew I was off by 1. There we go. Let's see. Okay, cool. It just did a who is. That makes sense. That's an Amazon server. No, stop. Don't start enumerating the server. Godly, man. It's really trying hard. Okay. So it looks like that probably is... Actually, hold on. If we look at the network connections, let's go back to our notes here. So the network connection there happened just after execution. So this probably is the correct one right here. So we had these two happening. Execution happened here. So yeah, actually, it did prove me wrong. That's the correct address right there, which is the same one as the SMTP address that we recognize up here. All right, I think we've got enough information to close the case now. Let's go close it out. Let's see. This was unknown or unexpected outgoing internet traffic. Threat indicator. I'm going to do other. And then it is quarantined. And then it is malicious. And then check if someone requested the C2. Please go to log management page. Check if the C2 address, if the C2 address accessed. Oh, there's a missing word here. Check if the C2 address was accessed. You can check if the malicious file is run by searching the C2 addresses and the malicious file. Can I? Okay. Let's see. Raw log contains. What was our IP address here? There we go. All right, here we go. Proxy, pulled it down. Oh yeah, it was accessed. Yeah, it was accessed. It was accessed big time. Accessed. Go to the EDR page and contain the user's machine. We already did. Let's see. Add artifacts. Okay. Let's see. That's the second stage payload infrastructure for the C2. Well, yeah, but also it was the same IP address, so they were just using one disposable box to fire the stuff off. Oh yeah, not sponsored by Jocko yet. One day, Jocko. One day. Let's see, what types do we have in here? We've got an IP address in here. So let's go drop that in there. Let's do that. And then comment, this will be C2 server. And then add another one. What else can we put in here? Let's see. URL address, email, sender, email, domain, MD5 hash. I don't care about any of that. Analysis notes. Totes, militia. Totes, militia. Downloads, RTF, exploits, Outlook, uses Blaise. Reg serve. You download a little diddle. A little diddly. Then pulls second stage diddle. Let's see how we did. Yeah, totes my goats. Close alert. Event ID 314. True positive or false positive? What was event ID 314? Hang on. I did not check that. That was an oversight. Let's see. What is Windows Event ID 314? Don't we have the events in here? That's process ID, network actions, terminal browser history. Let's see. Windows Event ID 314. Indicates that a print job has timed out. That was a false positive, I think. Let's see. Close. Hold on. Where was that? Ah, here we go. Investigation channel. Close alert. Oh, wait. Event ID is the... Okay, never mind. I was thinking that was a Windows event ID. That's not an event ID. That's in the sim event ID. True positive. So it's bad guys. One day streak. Woo! All right, so there should be a place to go, like, check your rating on, like, how well you did on it. Oh, actually, so I don't think the... Yeah, where did I make a mistake? According to the email security and the execution of the related process, malware was not quarantined. Oh, I thought that was, did I quarantine the box? Okay. Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants. Fine. Fine. Let's go find another one here. I only want criticals. Give me the criticals. Actually, hold on. Let's look at different types in here. We have types in here. Let's see. Choose a type. Ooh, here we go. Let's go find out. What do we got? C2, brute force, APT group? Yes, filter. Give me APT group. Normally, those would be different IP addresses or... What's an NRD? Well, to obfuscate that further based on the stages. Yeah, ideally, yes. Ideally, you'd want the second stage payload somewhere that's not easily accessible, but... Oh, a newly registered domain. Gotcha. Yeah. Yep. Or, depending on how advanced they are... NRD is nerd. Shorthand for nerd. Damn it, monkey. Shut up, baby. I know it. Let's see. What do we got here? Which one's... This one's the most recent one, which is still March, right? Can I do this one? Vit Plus. Aw. Oh, that's right. I think we can only do the starred ones. I think those are the freebies. No? I can't do... Ah. Fine. I won't do APT group. What about privilege escalation? Can I filter those? Or... Oh man. Maybe it's because... Like, we were only... I think we're only allowed, like, one a day. Dang it. Oh, I wish Falcon was here. He could hook me up with the key for it. Yeah, this one is. So... VIP Plus is not bad. I could go do like a 7-day trial on it and just cancel it to go play with it some more while we're in here. Let me see. What is the pricing for individuals? Let me see. VIP Plus is not bad. It's $17 a month. And this is actually really good practice if you're wanting to go like learn how to do like SOC operations and stuff. It does link to your Hack the Box account. Hack the Box account. But it's a separate platform. It was purchased by Hack the Box. You can see it up here. Now part of Hack the Box. So, but it is a separate like learning platform in there. Just like for Hack the Box, right? VIP is a different one from, what is it? VIP, like VIP over here on Hack the Box Labs is different from like the learning platform, right? Wait, VIP Plus is 30 a month? Oh, you're right. I was looking at VIP. Boop. Yeah, VIP Plus is here. Hold on, so let me go back here. Wait, I can access these now? All I had to do was leave and come back? No way. No way. Hold on. Let's see. Privilege escalation. Filter. You dirty. Clear filter. Oh, okay. Well, interesting. We can do some other ones in here. Okay, cool. We can do other ones. Nice. Okay. Cool. I like this. This was actually pretty fun. It's a nice chill thing to do. Boop. Let's see. Which one should we do? What does the star mean? I don't know. We'll just do the starred ones in here. Let's see. I want to say we did one like this. Palo Alto PanOS command injection. Hold on. No, we didn't do that one. Let's see. We did SharePoint exploit, arbitrary file read on checkpoint, Luma Stealer, VPN connection, and that Windows OLE one. Okay. Sure, let's go do some PanOS. I'll take it. Yeah, that's a dead giveaway. Yes, create case. Continue. Let's go grab our details here. Hang on. Where is it? Investigation channel. Here we go. Let me grab some notes real quick. All right, I gotta know, what does it do if you do show hint? Focus mainly on network logs. Read the official reports by Palo Alto, Unit 42, and Velocity. I'm never going to not call them Velocity now. Use threat intelligence platforms to check IOCs. You can also read Let's Defend's blog, writing up that one. Okay. Velocity. Let's get our little report going here. Oh man, I forgot I was out of Jocko. Put that out of reach. That way I won't reach for it. So this is a dead giveaway right here, right? We have directory traversal or path traversal in here. And then we're pulling in this with a curl command in here, running a who am I, right? So dead giveaway. So chances are, looking at this, 444, I wonder if they've got it running like Metasploit in here. That's right. Not sponsored by Jocko yet. What's funny is I think it's Chris keeps hopping onto like all the YouTube videos and dropping that as a comment, which I appreciate that, Chris. Actually, I got a really cool email. So I use a platform to help track the analytics and the search engine stuff for the channel, and it's like, hey, you're in the top 25% of channels that have less than 1,000 subscribers for views for like the past month. I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. Yay. Didn't know they tracked that kind of stuff because I hadn't really put out YouTube videos. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm enjoying it too. I'm getting better at doing the YouTube videos and I'm learning a lot, but I'm not getting necessarily faster. I'm getting faster in the parts that I know, but I'm experimenting with new things and how to like try different effects, try to get like the look and feel of the channel the way I want it. And so when I'm doing that, I'm experimenting, and so it's not being really any faster. Oh, dude, I need to go check up on Euler because I know he's been having some troubles, and I need to go check up and see how he's doing with those. Let's see here. Oh wait, here's the host name. We can actually go look at the host first. Let's go do that. Actually, hold on. Let's do. I think I've been skipping parts on this, so let's go to the case management here. Open. And start the playbook. Okay. So I want you to understand why the rule was triggered. Examine the rule name, yada yada. Boop. Collect data. Oh. Well, okay, that was not as helpful for this one. All right, well, never mind then. Let's go over to the endpoint here. Here we go. All right, so what was the time frame we're working with in this one? So this event happened April 18th, 2024 at 3:09 a.m. So let's go look at our event time. Starts with nothing. Let's see. April. What was the date on it? 18/2024. 2024. And then I'm guessing it just wants the timestamp. Let's see. So circ 03. Okay, so nothing came back on that? Did I get it right? April 18th, 2024? All right, let me just kill that then. No processes around the time, which actually makes sense in here. All right, hold on. Let's see. There's no network connectivity around that time. See that? Everything's later in the day. Because this one was at 3 a.m. But there's no network connectivity around that time. So this one actually is starting to look kind of like a false positive. We have no records from that time, right? Everything's like at 15 something in here. So it looks like they sent it, but it didn't actually trigger. Last log, April 18th at 7:05 a.m. Was it though? Because I'm not seeing anything in here. Oh wait, hold on. There's another page. Yeah, there's nothing in that time frame happening here. Yeah, nada. Okay. So nothing happened there. Let's go look this up real quick. Let's go look up this CVE and see like what was the actual. Let's see. Unit 42. Let's go look at their write-up on it. Oh, Unit 42 tracked this as Midnight Eclipse. Let's see. Okay, they don't have a write-up on it. Or at least not here. Let's see. Does Let's Defend have one on there? Command injection vulnerability in Palos. Let's see. Did I turn off Dark Reader? I did. Ooh. There we go. Oh, better. My retinas. So this is an arbitrary file creation vulnerability. Hold on. Can I want to see if I can make this picture any bigger. Yeah, so this is going to a different service in here. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, hold on. There's a second one. Arbitrary command execution. Let's see. This goes execrundy telemetry service, invokes a script, dfsend, dt curl. But hold on. This was something in the cookie here. Okay, hold on. Let's go look at what was the actual thing in the command line here. So the command here was they were trying to reach login.esp, which is the correct path right here. Global protect login esp. Got that session ID here. And then they're trying to go, in this case, var app web global protect portal images, let's defend. Actually, so here's the exact example that they used. See that? This is the one right here. Curl IFS attacker. So it looks like it's possible. But we don't see anything else happening for there. So hold on. Let's go do something else. Let's go check the network logs. What was the source IP? Let's go see if we see any other activity from this guy here. Because his subsequent attempts may not have triggered it. All right, so let's do source address contains here. Yeah, he was hitting a lot of stuff. Okay, hold on. Let's do another one in here. Let's see. Let's see if we can filter by what this destination address was too. Let's see. So destination address contains. Boop. So that's the only one that we've got in here. But actually, those would be swapped in there. And the reason is. Hold on, let me F5 this. I want to change source address to that. And then this was around, okay, hold on. We might actually have something here. Let's see. Hey, Peaches. Do you need to go outside? Why are you such a pain? I just let you in right before the stream started. You've been outside for like an hour. You're a butt. All right, hang on, guys. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Guess who's back? Okay. We should be back now. I'm not sure what happened. For some reason, when I turned off the Be Right Back screen, OBS just started chug-a-lugging along. I mean, it looks like it's working now. Wait, there's no audio coming through?
Gee, have you tried turning it off and on again?
Wait. What is going on? Wait, yeah, it's working now. You freaking liars. Kind of glitch in the matrix there. Dude, I don't know what's going on. And it's not like the streaming computer's dedicated to just doing this. 100% of its resources should be on here. I don't know why it's being a butt. I think what I'm going to do is probably spit up an RTMP relay out to and just completely offload all of this stuff off of the streaming computer. That's the only thing I can think to do. See, you guys play that sound. You guys play like the gunny all the time. And so whenever you say there's no audio, I think you're full of crap. All right, hold on. What did Gumby say? He said, the typical scale is from 1 star, which is easy, to multiple stars, which is hard and medium, showing how complex the log analysis, reverse engineering, and forensics task will be. Oh, okay. Let me try something real quick. We're trying to narrow this down. Let's see. Source IP is meow, which is the same IP address, which is meow, right? So let's go try this real quick. Let's try filtering by raw log contains this. And then let's add another one in here where raw log contains 4444. Oh wait, it changed. Oh, it did it again. Oops, I did it again. Okay, hold on. We'll do destination address then. Okay, so nothing there. Is the delay stream to chat windows time artifacting? Eh. Hopefully. I mean, I'm not sure what's changed on here. I'm hesitant. I'm always hesitant to go update OBS because OBS is a pain. Wait, hold on. Let me try this. Raw log contains this IP address. And then let's do a different one up here. Let's change this to destination port is 4444. So nothing. So the exploit hit, but it didn't fire. See that? So we have no network indicators, nothing here. So I think we can safely mark this one as a false positive in here. Start playbook. Next. Okay. Let's see. Is the traffic malicious? It is malicious. Which type of the following attack vectors is the malicious traffic? Command injection. Let's see. Is the malicious traffic caused by a planned test? Check if there's an email showing that the planned work was... Oh, really? That's... Okay, fine. Email security. Search for the IP address in here. Nothing in there. What about Palo? Nothing in there. What if I search for Austin? We get stuff in there. Search for Bob. What do we got? Nothing in there. Okay, does not look like it was part of a planned test. Not planned. All right, what direction is what is the direction of the traffic? Internet to company network. Check whether the attack was successful. No, it was not successful. Add artifacts. We'll just drop that IP address in there. Okay. Let's C2 server. IP address. Next. Okay. Do you need tier 2 escalation? So in cases where the it should be performed where cases where the attack succeeded and when the attacker compromised the device, a device in the internal network. No, we don't need tier 2 escalation. Analyst notes. They tried and failed. Confirm. All right, and then close case. False positive. Close. Let's see what it says. I don't know if it's going to mark that. It should. I would call it a false positive because yeah, it was an attempt, but why do I need tier 2 escalation? The alert is TP and it's toilet paper, but I do not have a bunghole. No, there was no indication that they exploited that system. There was no outbound traffic to that. Hold on. So this is the target IP, right? Right here. If this succeeded, we would see outbound traffic to that. Destination address contains this. How can that attack succeed if there was no curl command to come back to it? Because literally it was, hey, go append who's user, who am I? So speaking of audio, on your WordPress video, the fans can be heard, but not on the stream. Hold on, the WordPress to shell video or the Shellstorm video, 44? Because yeah, I did notice that it was picking up the fans, so now I just sweat my balls off whenever I'm recording. And I don't know if I did that for the Shellstorm video, but it definitely shouldn't have been there in the WordPress video. Or yeah, the WordPress one. So is the enter after the first search not saving and then any further enter is an additional parameter? Yeah, the search is a little bit janky in here, right? So I could come through and like overwrite any of these. Right? So like if I change the destination IP address to 1.1.1.1, right? We get some stuff in here, right? The newest one? Hold on, this one right here? Because there should have been no background noise in that one. I turn all the fans off whenever I'm recording now. If it was this one back here, possibly. By the way, this is my favorite thumbnail with the cyan laser eyes. Let's see. So, Drew, to answer your question in here, I can go overwrite one that's already in here, but I can't take it out, right? If I do that, it just drops it. But I can't go put in like a different like if I go do source address here, then it adds it in here. And so, oh wait, is that what I need to do literally this whole time? Go to, hold on, destination address. That's how you take it out? That's the dumbest feature. Okay, they need to fix that. There's definitely background noise. Okay, I'll have to go look at that video again because I do everything I can to reduce and take the background noise out. Like I said, because I have two fans running in here. I've got one back in the door to bring cold air in from the rest of the house. And then I've got another one down here. And I also have noise gates on the microphone here. So that's why you don't hear the background noise here. But those noise gates don't really work well for recording, so I just record the raw audio. I think they're full of crap. Hang on. Can I protest? Let's see. Close alerts. This one. Wrong answer. Hold on. What is this? Reinvestigate. No, I don't want to reinvestigate. Discussion. Hang on. No, I don't want to go to Discord. Because was the attack successful? No. If this exploit was successful, we would have seen outbound network traffic. There was no outbound network traffic. Hold on. I want to go look at one more thing. Hello? What was the name of this system? PA Firewall 01. There were no processes from that time. The event happened on the 18th at 3 a.m. So we got no processes at that time recorded, right? The earliest one in record is 9 a.m. And then network activity, there was nothing out to our affected source address, right? So this is the C2 address right here. So if we do, hold on, filter, destination IP address, nada. So, hold on, there was one out here, but we're talking at 15:09:42. That's 2 in the afternoon. That's not 3 a.m. when this fired. And I copied and pasted this directly from there. So, bullshit. There is no next page. Terminal history has nothing. Network attack, nothing in here. Let me run this again. Yeah, guys, yell at me. Tell me if I missed something. Oh, Talisman, thank you for the biddies, man. I need to go put the bit alert back on there because I think right now it's gated to text to speech, unfortunately. And I just realized that's a gap. All right, I gotta fix that. It should still play the bit transmission. Delete the filter. Okay. Let's see. Delete. So if I look at all the times, right? We have everything is between 15:06 and 15:05 in here for network action. Nothing happened inside the time frame we were looking at. You can hear them on the video? I listened to that video too. What the heck? All right, I'll go check on it. Thanks for the heads up. Is it obnoxious? Because that's gonna piss me off. Because I was worried about that video. Here's what I'm saying though, Gumby. Look at this. Everything here was at 15 in the 15 hour, right? Everything in here is the 15 hour. Not obnoxious, but it's definitely there in the background. Okay, I got to figure out what I did. Do me a favor, since you guys are hearing this, and obviously I'm not, check the Hugging Face video. Let me know if you hear it in the Hugging Face video. Because then at least I can go to the editor and I can see if I forgot to apply like an audio filter or something. I thought I had that like systematized in here. We're like, this is what I do each time. All right, I'm glad it's at least not obnoxious. That would make me real sad. Oh yeah, I said 2 p.m. earlier, but you're right, Gummy. That's 3 p.m. Yeah. This is all 3 p.m. and the alert was at 3 a.m. here. So hold on. So let's go look around. Let's assume that the AM and PM got screwed up in here. Let's go look. Do we see anything around there? We see a couple of connections at this time. Hold on. There is a connection there. But when I filtered in here, oh, I did filter by this. Destination domain IP address contains this. It did come up, but it was in the wrong time right here. Rude. Oh, Jerv, dang it. I did not send it out. I'm sorry, man. Mr. Norsk, I apologize. I was running late and I was scrambling to get everything set up and I forgot to send out the Discord alert. And the automated alerts over in StreamerBot are supposed to be gated so it won't send more than one every 5 hours. But apparently that was too complex. You know what? Why didn't I just do this to begin with? Enable. Turn that one off. There we go. I fixed it now. It will send them out. You got your own bot on Discord? Nice. All right. I'm still calling shenanigans on this one. Because, yeah, this works if you flop the AM and PM. Hold on. I'm going to look at one more thing. If we go over to monitoring and we go to closed cases, we got this one right here. Yeah, here we go. The 18th at 3:09 a.m. Right there. So yeah, these are backwards in here. Yeah, better late than never. All right. Let's go find another one here. Main channel. Let's see. Can we do this one? Ooh, a privilege escalation. Ooh, nice. What are they doing here? What happened? Let's go look at this one. I don't think we've done any privilege escalation ones. Let's see. So what's our details here? Oh, here we go. This is running from temp. Now, damn it. It thinks it's a file path. Well, yeah, I know it does. That's why I'm trying to check where it might be happening here. Let's go clear all this out. Hold on, let's go take a look at it. Close that. Close that. Here we go. So let's go ahead and create a case for it. Continue. I do want to kind of like run through the playbook in here. So what was the indicator? Let's see. That's weird that the threat detection... Hang on. Hostname Victor. Researcher, unusual or suspicious pattern of behavior like the hash has been linked to the hash has been identified, indicates potential exploitation of a CVE. Oh, okay. I don't think I grabbed these details. Hang on. Let's grab that. Boop. There we go. All right, so where's our case here? Let's see. Open cases. Yeah, I think the problem was, Gumby, is that I think they just messed up the AM/PM part, and so it did not look like it was exploited. But that command isn't just going to hang around for 12 hours and then, like 12 hours exactly, and then fire. So I get what they were going for, but I think they messed up their AM PM part in there. And let's see. Unknown or unexpected services. Let's see. Antivirus malfunction. We'll do other. Let's see. Check log management and endpoint security. All right, fine. Log management, I'm not so concerned about, but actually for this one, endpoint security would be important. So, what was this guy's name? Let's see. Victor. What do you got for Victor? So first thing, let's go do some time analysis here. Let's see if this works. So actually, let's look at this real quick. Let's look for things that involve service installer here. So let's come over to processes. Let's see, process name. Now, what do I look at? Actually, let me just take that out. Let's just go look around this time. So this was at January 22nd at 2:37 a.m. I think it's doing it again. Because look at this. This is the earliest time available. I think they've got their AM and PM screwed up in here somehow. Because it's saying 2:37 a.m. However, look at the logs. The logs are happening in PM time. So that would be 14:37. So let's go look around 14:37 in here. Okay, so here's our 14:37s. This happened at, 37 here. Let's see. And it was running in from PowerShell. Parent process was PowerShell. Here's our SVO host right here. So yeah, it looks like they've got their AM and PMs jacked up. All of these logs, though, are going to be from the defender's perspective, Gumby. So one of the big things that you have to make sure of, and it's a pain, right? So if you're looking at, hang on, let's whiteboard this out. So yes, you're correct. The time zones for the attacker are going to be different. However, you don't have any insight into like what's going on the attacker's system. So in an enterprise, right, where you've got tons of disparate systems, like this one might be in the US, you might have one over in the EU, which is really like EV there. You could have one even, let's say, just like in Hawaii, right? Hawaii, right? Each of these systems are going to have different timestamps. So when you've got your log correlator here, you usually don't care like where these timestamps are coming in, like what time zone they're in. When they come in here, they're usually going to be normalized to one time zone. Typically, a lot of times companies will just use UTC because it makes it simple, like convert everything to UTC and then log it in here. So we don't have any visibility into like what the attacker was doing, except when they touched our systems. Unless we hacked them back, but most people aren't really cool with that. Hang on one second. I'm still here. I'm not pooping. I'm taking my bedtime pills. Ah, crap. All right. Poop. Yeah. I have to add that as a command now. Let's see. So after this, we see the command line was SVO host. Yeah, here's our target command right here. Force V1. And we see Victor. Then what do we see spawn over here? So this is still Victor. We see NT authority system. Let's see. What I'm looking for is to see, do we see another process spawn as NT authority system from that? Let's see, that one's still running as Victor. So, I mean, if it's a privilege escalation, it depends on if Victor is an administrator in here. I'm not pooping, I'm just taking my pills. That's right. Especially since I definitely need to get some sleep tonight. I meant to go to bed early last night, but then I fell asleep with the kids for like an hour and a half, and I totally was not tired then and got a wicked power nap, and then I was still up late. Hold on, let's go back over here. Why are these all expanded? Hold on, so this is saying this happened at 2:37 p.m. Here we go. Here's our SVO host right here. I tell you what, I want to go try something real quick. Let's go look for that in virus total. Let's see. Search. Search for a file hash. Oh, that hella malicious. Okay. So, let's make a note here. Okay. File hash in virus total. Hella malicious. Now the question is, was it successful? So the note we had is that this is looking like it is... Here, oh, here's the CVE. Let's go see what this particular CVE was. So, Windows Common Log File System Driver Elevation of Privileges. Now, if that was an elevation of privileges, I'd expect to see... Actually, let's go look at something real quick, because if they're issuing these commands, there's got to be network traffic around that time. Because it has to be talking to a C2 server about this time, right? What was it? So 1437, 1438... Did we have anything else logged in here? We have source IP address, Victor's host. We could make some guesses in here. 143810 reached out to this IP address. So 143810. What do we have? Actually, hold on. Let's look at the terminal history here. Oh, they ran Who Am I? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's hella suspicious. Look at that. Let's see. So output destination is 7-zip. Then it's going to run 7-zip. Start it. Argument. Extract. Pass through. Remote. Start process. Extract. There we go. Extract path service install SVO host. Okay. So where was it actually calling this to? It was pulling it from Amazon. Like it was hosted up in Amazon. So yeah, this definitely looks like they were trying a privilege escalation. Who am I priv? PowerShell. I'm surprised we don't have the output from these though. Hold on, let's look for this PowerShell one right here. We don't have any output from this though. This was at 143606. Let's see. Back. Oh, it was on this page. 143606 right here. Okay, so here's the Who Am I Priv. It's still running as Victor, so it looks like they tried it. They tried it. Someone got it to download and run. Doesn't look like it was connected to a C2. Look at that 52165 IP. All right, let's go take a look at it.
So files are big. It takes like 50 megabytes to store 4 minutes of audio. But if we delete everything that the brain can't hear, we can make the files much.
So let's go look at that in our.
Is what processes all the stuff that you get through your ear.
Let's go look at that and see if we see it over in our IP address here. Let's do raw log.
What you can hear. So it starts about 20 hertz, goes up to about 20 kilohertz.
Nothing there.
And then afterwards, all kinds of crazy stuff. And outside of that,
Destination address? Anything?
inside of that, you can
Nope.
pretty much hear stuff. One of the first things I'm going to demonstrate is called the missing fundamental. So all sounds are made up of sine wave, and there's a fundamental one that gives you the pitch, and then some other ones. And essentially what happens is if you delete the fundamental pitch and keep all of the rest of them, your brain actually will fill in.
I don't want this though. Hold on. What if I take that out? There we go. Destination address here.
Is what processes
So nothing there.
your brain will fill in.
What about this one? Let's go look for that one. If we change the destination address to here, anything? Nope. This could have been somebody running. Oh, my neck. Running like a local payload or something in here.
But you don't. Now this one, and I'm going to show you what this is. It seems really simple.
So I mean, it looks like
Air vibrates.
they tried it and it failed.
It's really like magic. There's a lot of weird stuff that goes on.
That's what it looks like.
Some of those things. Magic.
Sorry, could y'all hear my neck cracking on the stream? If so, I apologize because I know it's nasty.
Magic. And this happens all sorts of ways. So you can have a
Let's see. Let's go look at this case.
magic. The pitch rising. Continuously rising pitch. Here, and I'm going to show you what this is.
Malware quarantined or cleaned? I don't think it was quarantined. Hang on. Heard it loudly? Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, it sounds loud in my ears, right? Because it's in my neck. I didn't realize y'all could hear that. All right, I will abstain from that in the future. By the way, I'm gonna contain it.
Another thing that's kind of funny is
Yeah, change. Contain.
hearing damage. You'll actually hear ringing in the same.
Because obviously there's something malicious happening in here.
Whenever you hear your ears ring, it actually means that the cells that, or the neurons that used to process that frequency are dead. Like some noise in that hole.
So 1437, here's where they were running PowerShell. What was this PowerShell?
You also, your brain really.
They ran PowerShell to run PowerShell. All right, good on them. Let's see, that's the Amazon service.
Audio range is the human voice.
Then this PowerShell, when they ran PowerShell again. And then here's where they ran the SVO host, right here.
That sounds like it's continually going down, and it will keep going forever. But actually, it's a loop, short loop, forever decreasing the pitch.
All right, so here's SVO host. We don't see it.
You also have.
We don't see anything listed as a parent to it.
But it has a hole in
It did go run.
short burst. You'll actually continue.
I wish this gave us. Hold on. So SVO host ran at 1437.12. So if we look at our network logs again.
And you'll still fill it in.
It could have potentially been either of these addresses, maybe this one. Let's go check that one real quick. Was that really not the correct PowerShell path? I didn't even notice. Let's see. Destination address. Nothing for that one either. Let's see. Raw here. Nothing for that IP address either. So it's not acting like it's triggering it as like a C2 connection. PowerShell.exe is probably malicious. Let's go look at it again real quick. Hang on. I mean, if they hadn't escalated privileges yet, I don't know how they're going to be running PowerShell over, you know. Let's see. So parent name PowerShell. I mean, even if it is, yeah, there's definitely a typo in here, Hack. I didn't even notice it. But if that's the case, still, it's still running out of system 32. All right, so what else did we have in here? Where was that? Oh, dang it, I closed the case. Hang on. Let's come back here again. Start playbook. All right. This was an other. Malware quarantined or cleaned? It was not quarantined. Analyze the malware. Analyze the malware in third-party tools. Oh, can I? Actually, hold on. Let's go to email. Did Victor get any emails? Victor did not get any emails. Okay. Well, you know, we already searched for the hash. It's malicious. Let's see. Go to log management page. Check if the C2 address is accessible. There... All right, hold on. If I go back to endpoint security here, is there any way for us to go get that address? Oh, well, actually, you know what? There was one way. Terminal history, this one right here. We might be able to go download this file. Maybe they left it up. Hang on. Exit? Is it quit? There we go. Let me see if I can W get it. Error 403 forbidden. What? RIP. Was there any other way in the platform to get that file, though? I messed with Let's Defend when they first launched it, and then, I don't know, I got a wild hair at my butt, and I thought, let's go mess with it again. That's definitely the URL here. What about the browser history? Let's see. Browser history, pretty benign. Do a little Slack, a little Wikipedia. Network actions were pretty benign too. So we can see them run a who am I, right? They're checking who they are. And then we see them basically run and execute this with a long PowerShell one-liner. I don't know if there's any other way for us to go get a copy of it. Yeah. Hack the planet. I'm everywhere. I saw that. I saw that too. I see everything. Okay, let's see. Not accessed. Things to add. Okay, what things do I want to add in here? Did I even take any notes? The file hash. There we go. Copy. Let's see. Malicious file hash from virus total. MD5 hash. Why not? They tried and failed. No system shell spawn. At least I think so. We're going to find out. Closed alert. Let's see what happens. True positive. Yep. Let's see if I missed anything in here. Check if someone requested the C2. I mean, just because they downloaded a file to execute something doesn't mean they've got access to C2. Oh, hey, Ford, what's up, dude? No, there's no evidence collection tab. There is a threat intel feed here. Let me see. If I search for that, what comes up? Search. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, yeah, it did. Okay. File hash, anonymous. What was the... Oh, dang it. I didn't copy what the directory was. Hold on. I do have it, though. Because I had it over here. Copy. Where's copy? Copy. Search. I have to give it a second. I think it's not ever finishing, and then, yeah, it really does. Okay, so the stuff comes back. I'd still argue with that, though. You don't, just because they were able to pull down a file from from AWS doesn't necessarily mean that that is command and control. All right, hold on. Let me try that IP address then. What was it? 52.165.164.15. So nothing for that IP address in the threat intel feed, but also we go over to log management here. And if we just do like a raw, we're just going to raw log it here. Like nothing comes back for that. $52.165. I cut that up. 165. Yeah. So they've got some gaps in it here. I don't think it's bad, but actually, hold on. What do they have here? What is basic? Oh, interesting. Wait a second. In the Pro one? Why does the Pro one not let you search for URLs? The basic one does? That seems like weird. A whole lot came back from that one. What was our time frame we're looking at? We were looking at January 22nd, 2025 at 2 in the afternoon. Hold on, let me come back here a little bit. By the way, guys, if you don't enjoy this kind of stuff, SOC Life is not for you. January 22nd. Yeah, see, there's nothing in here for January 22nd, right? Okay, hold on, let me go back to Pro. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to filter, like, by time. I can't filter by time? That's rude. All time. Oh, wait, here we go. So this was January 2025. right? January 22nd, 2025. Search. Why didn't you search? Oh, you're killing me. 2025. January 22nd. Oh, I gotta give it a time range. I'm an idiot. Let's see. Let's search for... There. Search that time. There we go. Yeah, none of these for that time frame match it. I joined a community event for threat hunting just to give it a go. I was capable of doing the work, but it stressed me out too much. That's funny because I got a buddy that he did red teaming for a long time, and then he moved into active tooling development. And he was like, because the red teaming was too stressful. Fear of not knowing if I fully contained the threat was like, yeah, I'm not gonna affect whether, or this is going to affect whether I can sleep or not. I gotcha. It's not horrible work, but pen testing is more fun. I've never been excited about working in a SOC. Some people really like that investigative part, right? And the same thing with like, so like what Hack was just talking about. Some people really enjoy that like hunting part, that like almost like predatory, doing threat hunting or thrunting, as I like to call it. Yeah, it's because it's not a perfect system in here, right? So I would argue that in here where it said, where was it? Monitoring. So in here where it said we missed this part, check if someone requested the C2. Okay, you know what? Requested the C2, yes. Did they? No, I'm still going to argue with it because that's not proof that that was a C2. Hold on. Establishment of command and control. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Just downloading that and running it does not prove command and control. So using the machine's IP address, we reviewed the logs and discovered repeated login attempts from an external IP. The attacker successfully logged in to the Victor account. Wait, no way. You can find that? Hold on. Log management. Raw log. Victor. So this was at 2:35. Okay, so we can see that they've got access to it from somewhere. Source IP address here. Okay, hold on. Let's go look at Victor's machine real quick. Network activity. Do we see anything for that IP address, that 181? Okay, so there's gaps in here. See that? I'm not seeing any network activity on Victor's machine for that IP address. Yeah. Threat hunting sucks when you're the hunted. It can be, yeah. That's where, and actually that's an important thing to go through, Freedom, whenever like we're executing a red team, is let the defenders actually go through the steps and see if they can properly evict us from the network. 105 degrees today in Texas at 10 a.m. It depends on what part. It was not that hot today. Let me see. Because today at 10 a.m. it was closer to... Let me see. Yeah, it was like, here in Dallas, it was like 85. It was positively chilly. Still trying to get to cyber because I don't take blue team roles. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. I did that. 85 is practically winter. I know, right? It was nice. It was perfect weather today for working outside on the quads and the dirt bikes. I couldn't have asked for nicer weather. And we had a nice, like, breeze coming through. It is the esteemed Dr. Professor Sensei Nerduino. What's up, man? Welcome in. Dude, we're doing a little bit of SOC Simulator. I'm arguing with it. It is a fun game, but you have to remember also it's a game, so there will be things that get missed in here. Let's see. If I filter these, choose severity, choose type, incident responder. I think we found a loophole here though. So if I filter, then all of a sudden now it wants me to do VIP. However, if I don't filter, like if I clear the filter, then, hold on. I think if I refresh it, yeah, then it stops doing it. I don't know why. I'm in North San Antonio. We got a little rain. I could use some rain, man. I could definitely use some rain. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Too many access attempts with the same user were detected in a short period of time from an unauthorized, unsupported cloud region. That sounds boring. Let's see. Impersonating domain MX record change detected. Let's see. Phishing alert. Deceptive mail detected. Let's do that one. Free at Coffee Shoop. Coffee Shoop. Let's do that one. I feel like you could probably throw this into like a web proxy repeater and get around most of the VIP checks. Yeah, probably. They honestly might be client side. Let's see. Wait, did I not? What happened to that one? Oh, here we go. Did I not take it? Yeah, take ownership. All right, let me grab all of the relevant details. This alert is prepared for the How to Investigate SIM alert course. If you haven't taken that course yet, please complete it first. I don't follow instructions well. At least that was what my 6th grade teacher said.
Warning. Virus infection alert.
Oh, that's a big virus too. Griffin and gang, what's up, y'all? Welcome in and happy Saturday, Raiders. Oh, wait, hold on. Raid's coming in. Gotta send cookie. Type cookie, you idiot. There we go. Welcome in, everybody. We are playing a little bit of a game here. It's a Security Operations Center, aka a SOC, simulator. Let's see. Excuse me. What do they want us to do on this one? Yeah, this is a pretty fun one, too. It has bugs in it, don't get me wrong, but it's hard to simulate a Security Operations Center. And they're doing a decent job. However, we've noticed one particular bug. If you ever decide to go mess around with this, is that their AM and PM can be suggestions in here. So, for example, the last 2 that we've done, it has said sometime AM, but all the event logs that actually worked for it were PM. So, I was wondering what SOC meant in this context. Yeah. So a Security Operations Center is, let's see. I think Nella? Hey, I'm going to go with Nella. Thanks for coming online. Appreciate it. So a Security Operations Center is the folks that are sitting there watching all the bells and whistles and tripwires in the network. So they will typically have access to like the log aggregators, the SIM, Security Incident Event Manager, which collects logs from all sorts of different things in there. Their job is to go through and try to make sure and filter out what is a true positive from a false positive in there. And the problem a lot of SOCs have is if they don't have at least decent filters, they can get alert fatigue real bad where like everything's an alert. Or if they get overly aggressive filters, then they let the malicious stuff actually slip through. Yeah, actually, so yeah, Penn in Hackers, Penn Jillette, he was in their security operations center. I guess technically so was the Plague. My name is the Plague, you techno weenie. I know, I'm mixing quotes. Don't hate me. Let's see. So, for example, what we're looking at here, this is the case. There was a phishing alert in here. So what we have is we have the server IP address that sent it. We've got the IP address that's the email address that sent it. And then we also have what the destination was. So from here, what we're going to do is let's go start by finding that email in here. So let's copy that. So we can come over to the email security interface. Oh, sorry, email security. Here we go. And what we'll do is we're going to search for Coffee Shoop. And so first thing we notice is that this was allowed through the email filter. So something in here was probably not kosher. We have this link here to download something. And it also had an attachment called free coffee. So already, while you're sending a free coffee zip file, I want to try something actually. Copy link address. Let me see. Can I W get that? Ooh, cool. I can get those directly. I don't have to download them and copy them over. Nice. Ooh, that's disgusting. Move download to free coffee.zip. So what I'm going to do here is, I was being extra lazy in here. So for doing the analysis, what I did is I just have it coming through here. Let's see. Analyze the contents of the free coffee zip file for any malicious payload. This came from a phishing email. And this is mostly because I'm lazy. I know it eventually will get there, but also I'm curious to see like what it does with really naive prompts in here. Just send the beans, they'll spill all over your inbox. That's right. This fool over here got beans. Ooh, so it's an HTML doc. Okay. Let's see. I love this note. This appears to be a Let's Defend SOC training sandbox exercise based on the domain names. In a real incident, the S3 payload would be the final malware stage, likely Trojan, ransomware dropper, or info stealer. That's funny that it recognized this was a Let's Defend challenge. Nice. Let's see. So it actually was an HTML doc with double extension spoofing. Oh, okay. Got it. Let's see. So it downloaded it. Here's the... How did it know I downloaded it from there? Oh, exfiltrates inputs by a post to cyberlearn.academy. That's how it knew where it was. Okay. Got it. Oh, Alex, dude, I was very, very fortunate to get to attend TCU, and I didn't even get to do like very much of the TCU-y stuff while I was there. I transferred in during my sophomore year, and then I went through and I was doing that, but I worked full time while I was there the whole time. Let's see. Okay, so it's definitely malicious in here. Hold on, if that's an... So it's actually an HTML file. Okay. What was the HTML doing? Let me ask it that. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely... Hold on, we need to delete this. Doot. Yep, let's get rid of that from the user's inbox. And then, let's make a note of that. Let's see. Deleted email from inbox. Yeah, TTS is, well, I don't know. Here, we're going to try it. It should be working. I checked all the settings before the stream started. Hang on, let me just give it a go.
RNO Gumby cheered 5 bits and says, "What's the difference between jelly and jam? You can't jelly a clown into the tiny automobile."
You cannot. I don't know. You can slather them up and slide them in there.
RNO Gumby cheered 5 bits and says, "Why is the ocean so salty? Probably because the land doesn't wave back."
The land does not wave back. The land is very stoic. It doesn't care about your niceties. Let's see. So one thing we need to do was, this email was sent to Felix. So what we want to do is, we want to go also check the endpoint security. So let's go check Felix's machine and see if anything came up about that. Let's see. So the time of this was, in theory, 0922. Hold on. Let's look at something real quick. Does he have any processes for Outlook? Okay, nothing for Outlook. So maybe he didn't even get to check his email in there. Let's go search for and see if we see any logs relating to that IP address. So these would be checking like our firewall logs. Nothing in there. So I don't think he got to read the email. One more and I'm done. Okay.
RNO Gumby cheered 5 bits and says, "Why did the man miss the funeral? He wasn't a morning person."
Ah. So no, back over this. No sign that he actually was like downloaded it and ran it. Let me go back over to Felix's. Sometimes the land does wave back, but that's called an earthquake. Yeah, it's more like a temper tantrum. Okay, so we have some stuff being run here. Config all, net user system. When did this happen? 1301? Okay, hold on. Let's go look at process tree here. Dang, he's got a lot of stuff in here. Let's see. 1301. Oh, no. Oh, no. He ran coffee.exe. Well, you're getting contained. Boop. Contain. Yep, he ran coffee.exe. All right, hold on. Now we got to go. Let's see. Dumbass Victor ran coffee.exe. All right, let me go pull. Let's go look at the threat intel real quick. And let's go search for the file hash. We'll have to give it a second. So that is coming back. Let's see. Threat intel shows async rat. Let me see what this did real quick. So I asked Pi here for a second. What does it do? HTML file is a credential harvesting phishing page disguises a download portal. Impersonate a file download page. When opening in a browser, it renders a clean download file UI with a password field, not a zip archive. Social engineering prompt. It tells the victim to type infected as the password, making the user complicit. Let's see. Hidden form fields include token, which is an authorization token, points to a Amazon S3 bucket. First stage of a 2 attack. It tricks the user into requesting real malware while logging their activity in the actor servers. Let's see. Simulate the activity to get the second stage payload. I'm curious to see what this will actually do with it. Did mommy finally let you in? Did you learn your lesson? Keep bugging daddy during the stream. I guess SOC finally let Peaches in. Oh, cool. It managed to get a copy of the coffee.exe, and now it's running strings against it. Nice. Well, let me go back up here, because it's doing a lot of stuff. Let's see. Monkey, I really do like Pi for tasks like this, where it's going to be running. Here we go. So what did it do? So it simulated it. So it piped it over to 7-zip, extracted it. And then, oh, so after it went over there, then it gave coffee.exe directly in there. Oh, I bet it was a smuggling page. Here we go. I really do like Pi. One of the things I like the most about it is how customizable it is. I do like that, but I really like that in its very bare bones setup. It's fast, man. It churns. All right, so this was stage 1 phishing, which was freecoffee.zip. Fake download page with social engineering type infected. It posted over to there with a hidden token file name. Stage 2 is a gated download page. So the server validates the token, returns the page with a pre-signed AWS S3 URL, and contains a warning, training exercise content, passwords infected. And then so it gets the download. It is a PE32. Capabilities for C2. What's the C2 address? I like Pi, but mostly the apple, pecan, peach, cherry. Those are my favorites. I love apple pie. I love apple pie so much. That's what SOC will usually get me for my birthday. Like, there is a really bonkers place here there's one in Dallas and there's one in Fort Worth. And it's called the Pie Emporium. And they have the most awesome pie. Hang on. I know they've got it. Hang on. Let's see. Current menu. Where is it? Do they not have it right now? No. No. Do they not have the Lord of the Pies right now? Lame. Dang. So normally I would show it to y'all if I had it on here, but I don't see it on their website. They have an apple pie that is like goosh, and it is packed with apples, right? It's not like lots of filling with a few apples in it. No, no, no. I think they put like 17 apples in this thing. And it's called the Lord of the Pies. And it's amazing. And it's like $40. So the only time I let SOC go get it is on my birthday. I like lemon meringue in it, but blueberry is the goat. I am talking about Lord of the Pies, yes.
The Lord of the Pies is like $60.
Oh, SOC has corrected me.
$40 is for the dapper one.
Oh, okay.
Instead of the tall one, it's the regular price.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, stay very still. Her vision is based on movement. But no, SOC has corrected me. The Lord of the Pies is actually like $60. I'm like, damn. Oh, here we go. Here's our C2 connection right here. Click. There we go. Yeah. It is a lot of pie. It's a huge pie. Like I said, it's bigger than my face. And it's chunky. It's like 4 inches deep of pie, right? And I have it on good authority that 4 inches is pretty deep. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so this is definitely malicious. I can barely fit 4 inches in one bite. Use less teeth. I promise I'm an adult. But I'm gonna be real with you. Guys don't really grow up, we just get older. We just get older and our toys get more expensive. That's pretty much how it works. Okay. I think we can safely say that he got pwned. And let's see. Are there any attachments or URLs in the email? Yes. Malicious. Check the email was delivered to the user. Was delivered. It was deleted. Let's see. Check if someone opened the malicious files. It was opened. Go to the EDR page and contain the user's machine. Did that. Artifacts. Let's see. I'm just going to put that in there. Let's see. IP address. Let's see. C2 server. You know what? I'll add one more in here. Where was that from Pi? Here we go. Payload MD5. Let's do that. We'll get the MD5. Why? Because we don't really need SHA this. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Payload hash. Next. Okay. Downloaded and ran it for free copy. Let's see. Social engineering HTML that downloaded a 7-zip and ran it. Ran it to get coffee.exe. It's async rat. Victor is fired. Finished. Finish him. All right, how do we do on that one? Close alert. True positive. Victor no longer works here. All right, how did I do? Let's check. Did I get it? Yeah, full points. Nice. Is coffee.exe a real thing and will it speed up my computer? It is real, and no, if anything, it's probably going to slow it down when you join the botnet. However, there is a little tool called, what was it, Caffeinate, I think? I don't know if it runs just on Mac or if it runs on Windows too, but it's designed to help keep your computer from sleeping. So if you're working from home, your computer won't go to sleep. Editor's notes. Open the security report. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Wait, hold on. Editor's notes? Is this infected? Oh, no. Okay. So what did they show about this? Hold on. I'm curious what they did. So yeah, someone sent free coffee. SMTP server was this guy. What was our C2 server? C2 server was different. So they delivered it from a different system. So what did they do? Detection, parse email. Let's see. So they go in, they find the email in here. Where was it sent from? Enjoy a free cup of coffee. Had a link to something. Let's see. So it went to some file for freecoffee.zip. Interesting that threat intel didn't come back with very much, or at least virus total. Oh, okay. As part of the analysis, we used any run to simulate the malware, gather the threat intel. Well, good for you. I had Pi do it. How much did that cost me? Let me see. It cost me like 2% of my 5-hour window. So not a lot. Windows Power Toy includes Awake now, so it's a native utility to keep from sleeping. I didn't know that. Actually, I use Power Toys. That's how, so what I've got here is, I'll give you an example. So here in this file, right? So if I hit Shift, this blows up to the full screen. So I've got a fence set up in Power Toys here, so I can perfectly get a 16:9 window. And this is what gets sent over to OBS and then chopped down. So this is how I'm able to get the basically all the stuff I do on stream to look appropriate. That's right, Gumby. You can download more RAM. Yes, you can. Let's see. What time is it? We got time for one more. Actually, hang on one second. I need to check on Dixie real quick because he was working on a non-retired box. Okay. I need to go work on that one a little bit later. So what I did is I had all of the... So for Dixie, I had 3 different sources of what I was going to call the beginning of like Dixie's tradecraft skill. And it was my buddy's private, basically like hacking agent he built. Then there was also Tempest from Pliny the Liberator. And then another one called Cloudbrain, which mostly focused on a lot of web stuff in there, if I remember correctly. But anyway, I used those as kind of the seed to kind of gather information and build a tradecraft system for it. And it worked in theory. The problem was the AI agent took it too literally, and certain files are excluded from being synced up to GitHub, and it was referencing those files. And so it's like, no, you've misunderstood the entire assignment here. This is supposed to be like a leaf-based connection of all these things where he can go look up where tradecraft for things like different types of Active Directory attacks live and then go run them. There's nuns by me that run an apple orchard. I'm wondering, what are one of the things nuns like to run? Actually, there is a, I forget where it is, but occasionally, from some of my friends at church, like around Christmas time or something, I'll get this apple butter that is made by, I think, some monks. And it's really good. I enjoy the crap out of it. You get some toast, you put some butter on there, and you put that apple butter on there. Oh, so good. It's amazing. Let's see. What else we got in here? Ooh, a malware one. There we go. Suspicious PowerShell script executed. Payload 1.ps1. That's not suspicious at all. Nope. Take ownership. Let's do it. We got time for one more tonight. I'm going to run the stream a little bit late since I got started late. What?
Why are you talking about tasty things?
Because it's tasty, and we were talking about apple, and one of the guys mentioned that there's some nuns near him that run an apple orchard. It made me start thinking about the apple butter.
Is that butter?
Yeah, that's the one. Hang on. Here we go. SOC came through. So this is from... Oh, this is here in Texas. Yeah, so there's some Carmelite nuns that make this. Here. Spiced apple butter. And it's from Cristobal, Texas. It's good, too. This little jar lasts forever because it's amazing. I don't. I only use that on SOC's tasty sourdough bread. My uncle was a nun. Doubt it. I remember because whenever it was his turn in court, the judge asked occupation. He said none. But don't. Let's see. Start playbook. Let's see. This was an other. All right. Check if the malware is cleaned and quarantined. Okay. So, oh crap. You know what I didn't do? I didn't go get any of the details for this. I'm a bad incident responder. There we go. Copy. Let's start a new one here. Okay. So here's the file hash. So this was on, whose machine was this? Hostname Tony. Tony, what are you doing? Tony, you're going to be joining Victor in the unemployment line here soon. Let's see. Terminal history. None. What? Let's see. When did this event happen? This happened March 14th, 2024. And it happened at 5:23 sometime. Let's look at his browser history. Oh, there we go. 17/22/25, he downloaded payload1.ps1. Okay, so he downloaded this. Let's see. Let's make a note of that. So we've got web traffic shows download. Boop. Confirm no one works here anymore. We heard it first. Yeah. It's because every time they get popped, they get fired. But then they realized that they had tribal knowledge and no one else could cover anything, so then they get rehired. At probably like a 20% pay increase. All right, so network activity. After that was downloaded. This was downloaded 17/22. So do we have anything about that time? We do not. So it ran. Can we get that? Can we get that file? Let's go find out. Let's see. Now, quit. Let's see. 403 forbidden. What? Rip. Bummer. I was hoping we could get that one. All right. So any processes around that time, though? Because if we look at the browser history, this happened at 17/22/25. So if we look, what was it? On the 14th. Okay. But we don't have anything around that time. So he downloaded it and ran it. Sentinel agent. But it looks like it was quarantined. Because we don't have any events, like no process events around that time. No network events around that time. So it looks like it got quarantined here. If it happened at 17... Hold on. This is on the 14th. Yeah, 14th. 5:23 p.m. is when the alert fired. He downloaded it at 5:22 p.m., basically. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing. Everything in here is like at 9 in the morning. See that? The 2 pages for the network actions. And then processes here. Right? There's a whole bunch. Everything here is between 12:26 and 12:23. What was he doing with SC on here? Oh, he was trying to do the Privesc on here. So yeah, it was downloaded, but it looks like it got quarantined. Hold on, let's go over to the case manager real quick. Start playbook. Let's see what it had here. Okay, this was an other. Let's see. Malware quarantined and cleaned. It must have been quarantined because it didn't look like it ran anything. Let's see. Let's go run the file hash through the threat intel. Cockpit. Search. Let's see what it does. Oh, interesting. That one didn't come back with anything in there. Very interesting. Let's go look at his system again real quick. Who is this? This was Tony. Let's see. Chrome Explorer, Chrome Explorer, Chrome Explorer. MSI exec. Let's see. Sentinel agent. So it looks like it's running maybe like Sentinel 1 and it ate it. So it looks like it must have been quarantined. Run it through virus total. Okay. Let's go try it. Let's see. Search. Yeah. Hella malicious. Agent3.ps1. So what was the answer here? It's definitely malicious. Check if someone requested the C2. Let's see. Behavior. Command and control. Unfortunately, we can't get... I don't think we can get a copy of it. Wait, did it finally come back? Oh, no, I don't think it did. I think this was the previous one. Yeah. Because we got the URL for where he downloaded it from. Oh, here we go. AV and EDR action was detected. Okay. Let's see. Not accessed. Let's do... We'll drop that in there. We'll call this payload hash. And sure, we'll just say it's an MD5 sum. Let's see. Downloaded, but caught, not executed. Sentinel killed it. Let's finish the playbook. Let's see. Oh, good. We're finishing that just about in time. Let's see. Close alert. True positive. Yes. Let's see. Did we get that one? What do you mean? Wait, what? When payload 1, PS1, was searched in log management, there was a process created log. Okay. Hold on. Copy link. Copy. I'm calling BS, log management. So raw log. Okay, I need to start looking at that again. So here's the download. Oh, okay. So I legit did miss this. I thought log management in here was mostly for their network logs, but that is a short-sightedness on my part. We knew it was malicious. It got downloaded. So hold on. What was the actual question here? Let's see. There's a process create log was seen. So it seen payload. It was executed on the system. Proof the malware was not quarantined. It was detected but not quarantined? So the PowerShell log at 05:23 p.m. Oh, hang on. Which one? Because here's our processes, right? Browser history, network actions, right here. Where is it? Hang on, I gotta zoom out a little bit. Where's the one at 0523? Because it's not in here. Log management, let's see. So here's our source and destination. Let me make sure, because it said it was on Tony's machine, didn't it? Let's see. Where's Tony? Host name Tony. Yeah, 17206. 17206. And we're looking on Tony's machine. There was no log there. Sure, contain him. Screw you, Tony. You're fired. If I had, you have to have like a VirusTotal Pro subscription or something. We actually could have downloaded this, right? Because it matched by hash ID. We could go download this and go analyze it and take a look at it. But, easy, sign up. How much is it? I forget how much the VirusTotal Pro subscription is. Let's see. Yeah, I want to argue on this one. How is it detected and not contained? I know, right? That's what I'm talking about. Playbook success rate, 33%. Check if someone requested the C2. I mean, that's my biggest gripe is like, just because you download a file does not mean you access the C2. That means you downloaded a file. That's the difference there. And how, like you were saying, Gubby, how was it detected, right? AV EDR action detected. So how is it not quarantined? That's what I don't get. Share your report. I ain't sharing this. No way. Yeah, that would exactly. That's the point of having Sentinel in there. If you didn't have Sentinel, what would be the deal with it? Anyway, so little bugs aside, where is? Hang on, let me look for something real quick. Go back. Closed. Where's the discussion thing in here? I actually do want to go hop into their Discord and give them some feedback. Let's see. Is it under monitoring? Closed alerts. Here we go. Where's the discussion? There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna go hop in their Discord so I can send them some feedback on a couple of these. Actually, hang on. What was this one called? I'm gonna go search for this. SOC 153. Nobody really talked about it very much. Logs, let's see. Yeah, I need to go message them. I'll find the mods in there. I'll go send them a message because I think they've got some room for improvement. I really like the platform. But, and it's a big but, there's stuff that's happening in there that doesn't make sense in the correlation. Why would the process happen and show up in log management and not in the endpoint security interface over here? That's one of my gripes. The IT guy needs to be fired for not setting up Sent. All right, I know exactly. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I do need to wrap up there. You know, I like this background. I like the smiley face right there. That's fine. Let's go see. Is anybody on InfoSec streams? Let's see. Nope. And not even us. We are apparently in stealth mode. So we're not even on InfoSec streams. Let's see. Who else do we have in... Let's see. Not a whole lot happening over in science and tech right now. Yeah. Everyone, thanks for coming to hang out. There is a slight chance there will be no stream tomorrow night. By the way, I forgot to mention this because it's SOC and mine's anniversary. So, I don't know what's going to be happening. Wait, Bash Bunny's on? We could go right over to Bash Bunny. I'm not sure what she's doing. You see. Bash Bunny just went offline. As I was looking at her page, she went offline. I am gonna throw her a follow though, because that was one of the first things I go check whenever I'm doing that. Hold on, let me see who I've gotten here. Who else do we have that's online right now? Let's see. Wait, what is Griffin doing? What's he playing? I don't know if he's actually playing it. Oh no, what happened? Dang it. I closed the interface. Hey Drew, thanks for stopping in, man. I hadn't seen you in a bit. I'm happy to see your name, your beautiful name in the chat, man. Quantum Apprentice is on? I do like Quantum Apprentice. Let me see. Let me see what Quantum's doing. Shindigs is also on. Quantum Apprentice, what's he doing? Fallout modding. Maybe. But honestly, if I'm going to go raid somebody who's maybe doing some fun stuff, Hectic is on. She works in cybersecurity. I believe she's a blue teamer, but she's also playing Arc Raiders, which is it's a really fun game. Modding Fallout 2. You know what? We haven't raided to Quantum in a while, so yeah, we'll go do that. Yeah, we will do that. All right, guys. Unfortunately, that's where I got to wrap it up. All of y'all have a fantastic night. What's left of it. And I will probably see y'all tomorrow, but there is a slim chance that there will be no stream tomorrow. Because, like I said, it's mine and SOC's anniversary, but we also understand reality and often don't celebrate things on the day they actually happen. So, I'll let you know, guys. But I hope y'all have a fantastic night. Remember, tomorrow's Sunday, or it could already be your Sunday, depending on what part of the world you're in. And I want y'all to spend that time with friends and family, get recouped, get recharged, get resupplied for full-on Monday crushing it mode. And I want y'all to remember one very important thing, and that is, I love you guys. Peace.